Manobo simply means people or person. Alternate names include Manubu and Minubu. The term may have originated from Mansuba, a combination of man or people, and Suba means river. Manobos are concentrated in Agusan, Bukidnon, Cotabato, Davao, Misamis Oriental, and Surigao del Sur. Tuaang attends a wedding. The author is E. Arsenio Manuel, 1909 to 2003, was a writer, instructor, dean of the Philippine Anthropology, and the father of the Philippine folklore. His numerous awards include the 1989 CCP Gawad para sa Sining, the 1991 National Social Scientist Award, and the 2000 Dangal Alab ng Haraya Award by the National Commission for the Culture and Arts for a lifetime achievements in cultural research. Tuang received a message of invitation from the wind saying that he should attend the long-awaited wedding of the Dalaga ng Munaon. Don't go, Tuang. His aunt warned him. I feel that something wrong is going to happen to you there. Don't worry, Tiang. I can take care of myself, he said firmly, determined to go. You don't understand me, Tuang. I'm not afraid of anything, Tiang. Right now, all I ever want is to have a glimpse of the beauty of the Dalaga ng Munaon. Tuaang did not listen to his aunt. He insisted to go and prepared to attend the grand wedding. He wore the clothes the goddesses made for him. He got the heart-shaped basket that could make the lightning move. He took along with him his sharp spear and shield and the long knife. He rode in the lightning, and he soon reached the beautiful boundless plain of Kaukawangan. There he found a gungutan, a bright-colored bird that could talk. The bird wanted to go with him to the grand wedding, so he took it along with him. When they reached the town of Munaon, they were politely let into the hall where the wedding would take place. The guests started coming one by one. First to come was the young binata ng Panayangan, then the charming binata ng sumisikat na araw. Last to come was the groom, the binata ng Sakadna, who was with his 100 well-trained men. As soon as he arrived, the groom ordered all his men to drive away the guests who should not be there or those uninvited guests. Insulted, Tuaang told the groom that the guests, were all pulang dahon, which means heroes. In short time, the ceremony started with the guests being offered several precious things that they should stop with what they had. Two were left for the groom, but the binata ng Sakadna admitted that he didn't have a gold flute and a gold guitar to top what were left. Tuaang came to the quick rescue. With his mysterious breath, he produced a gold flute, guitar, and gong. The beautiful bride came out of her room and started offering a bowl containing nganga to every guest. Then she sat beside Tuaang. That put the groom in a very embarrassing situation. The groom felt insulted. He went out the hall and challenged Tuaang to a fight. Show me that you deserve the honor my lady bestowed upon you by sitting next to you. The binata ng Sakadna angrily challenged him. Fight me to death. Tuaang slowly stood to accept the challenge, but the beautiful bride held his hand. Let me just comb your hair before you fight him, the bride told Tuaang in a soft whisper. and she lovingly combed his hair. Tuaang glanced and stared at the bride. He saw love and admiration for him in her eyes. "Take extra care when you faced him," the bride warned him. "He does not fight squarely." Tuaang took her hand and brought it gently to his mouth and kissed it. "For you, my lady, I'll be careful," he said, and came out of the hall to face the groom. The bride nodded and waved her hand to him. Tuaang ang dagunggutan faced the binata ng Sakadna and his 100 well-trained men. He fought fiercely with all his might, and after a brief struggle, he and Dagunggutan had killed 94 of the groom's men with less effort. They subdued the remaining 6 men until he and the binata ng Sakadna were the only ones left standing. The groom hurled a big stone at Tuaang, but the stone turned into dust before it hit him. Because of the intensity of the struggle, the earth shook, and every tree fell down. The groom grabbed Tuaang and threw him heavily on the ground. He sank on the ground and reached Hades. In Hades, Tuaang saw Tuhawa, the god of Hades. Tuhawa told him that the life of the groom was in the gold flute. Tuaang emerged from the ground and killed the groom by buying the gold flute. The bride ran to him happily. He embraced her and kissed her on her cheeks and lips. "Will you go with me?" Tuaang asked the bride. "With all my heart," she answered. Tuaang then went home to Kuaman with the bride and the Dagunggutan, and they lived happily ever after. The story Tuaang attends a wedding. Tuaang attends a wedding to show the culture of the Manubo. The epic shows how the traditional way of their wedding by Savakan simply shows of honoring the family of the bride. It shows that Manubo people give so much importance on their pride. Therefore, this epic from Manubo of Central Mindanao gives us an idea of their rich culture and how they still practice it. Thank you and God bless.